It's the Flow Friday Sports Show and it's preliminary final time in the world of KNT Netball, and Sally Bywater joins us to talk all about it. Sally, great to have you on again. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Big round of netball in the finals across the weekend, Sally. So let's start in the A grade. We've got our path to the prelims now, so let us know about how the action went on Saturday in the A grade.
Yeah, so last week we had Lucendale playing Keith. So Lucendale making their first appearance for the finals after finishing top and having the week off. But yeah, Keith got the better of them in this game, getting the win 45-44. So Keith advanced straight through, come from third place, and they're into that grand final for a long time. They they've been in lots and lots of grand finals, so they're really happy to be there again. And yeah, close game all throughout this game. To only win by one goal was a great effort by Keith. And it was even at half time, and then Keith went up by 2 in the third quarter, which was enough to lead. So Lucendale won the last quarter. But yeah, great game all over the court by every girl on there.
There we have it, and it means that the winner of Lucendale and Border Districts will play Keith in the final. Let's talk about the A reserves. So just let us know how the action went in the senior A reserves on the weekend, Sally.
Yes, on Saturday we had Keith 49 defeating Penola 41. So a great game here. Penola had the edge at half-time, but Keith just started in that third quarter coming out really strong and capitalising on everything. An injury to Penola rattled them a bit in the second quarter, which was unfortunate. But yeah, Keith too strong in this game last Saturday. And Penola will take on Narracourt, had a good win against Kingston on Sunday by 15 goals.
There we go. In the B grade, we had Penola in action again.
We do. So they'll be taking on Keith in the B grade after Narracourt had a really dominant game last week and winning by 17 goals on Saturday. So they've played some really great netball this year and they deserve to be in that grand final spot. And Keith came from behind again in the B grade on Sunday to take Border Districts to eliminate them. So a great team game by Keith. So a great game here between Penola and Keith this week.
Yeah, no doubt. And in the C grade, we've got Penola up against Mundalla. Just let us know what unfolded in the C grade on the weekend.
Yeah, Penola, they played Mundalla a couple of weeks ago, had a really good win. And then, unfortunately for them, they came out last Saturday against Narracourt and lost by 26. So they got the other end of it. Narracourt very dominant in that game, all over the court, winning every position. And Mundalla really had to fight for their win in the C grade against Kaiby, and had a 3-goal lead at quarter time and then just built on that a bit. So a great game there by Mundalla, and we'll see Penola and Kaiby playing again in the C grade this week.
Any standout players from across the weekend's action that caught your eye, Sally, I should say?
Oh, there's always standout players. And I think it's just a great team game, but to have so many different players, coming back. And Keith were boosted by Danielle Van Kalken she hasn't played in a few weeks, but she really dominated and helped Keith get over the line in that game and had a really good tussle with Holly Ogilvie in that circle, which was great to see. And in the A grade on Saturday, Border Districts, Lily Fitzner just shot phenomenally, so a great effort by her at such a young age.
So let's talk about the upcoming action this weekend. We'll start with the A grade in the preliminary final. Lucendale hosting Border Districts. You'd fancy Lucendale on paper, but you never know, do you, Sally?
Absolutely not. And obviously these are the two teams that finished first and second at the end of the minor round. And surprisingly, Border Districts have beaten Lucendale both times they've met this year, which actually quite surprised me considering Lucendale's only lost 3 games for the year. So in round 4, Border's got the win by 10 and then it was by 8 in round 13. So I think this will be a cracker of a game. I'm really looking forward to it. I think Lucendale bounced back from last week. They've just had only one game in 3 weeks. I think they'll be matched. The fitness wasn't right up to it, but I think they'll be great, and I think they'll get the win here in a close one.
We talk in the professional side of sport a lot of the time about past demons coming back to haunt a certain team, but we're not even talking about really past demons. We're talking about 2 results that occurred this season. So do you think that's really going to get in the heads of the Lucendale players at all, or are they going to look at the fact that over the course of the home and away season, they were the strongest side, and therefore they shouldn't really have anything to worry about?
I actually think that we'll get in their heads a little bit because they obviously match up Borders really well with them. So there's just some of those teams that you just match up, and the matchups mean a lot. Like you could, dominate against that team that might finish second, but that third team is your bogey team. So I think Border Districts will get in their head. They'll know they've had the 2 wins. So, I'm really looking forward to this one. Get the deck chairs out, and hopefully it's a great game.
And I imagine Keith will be sitting around hoping that this is an absolute, just a very prolonged affair, a very close game, possibly a few players that just run their guts out, and they'll be putting their feet up with a popcorn in preparation for next week, won't they?
Oh, absolutely. They've earned that week off, and that's what you get. So I agree with you. I think that definitely will be the case. And, nothing to lose this week. They both they really want that win. So, Keith have got the easy job this week.
That they do. Let's talk about the A reserves. So, Penola, Naracoorte, who's your tip for this one?
Yeah, another great game here. So they met 2 weeks ago in the qualifying final, and obviously Penola came away with the 1-goal win in overtime. So this was just a cracker of a game. So I think there'll be the result again this week. It'll be close, go down to the wire. Hopefully Penola, they had an injury last week. Hopefully she's back and she might be right to play this week. But I think it'll be a close game. I think Naracoorte might actually come from behind this week and come get the win. But great matchups all over the court.
There we go. B grade action sees Penola hosting Keith. Who gets the chocolates?
Yeah, I'm going to tip Keith Penola in this one. I think they've won both times they've played this year, and they've been good wins. They won by 23 and then again by 13. So I think they've had the edge on Keith this year, and Penola's they're premiers from last year, so they'll be wanting to get back to that grand final, and I think they'll get the win.
There we go. Will their C grade equivalent also do the job against Mundalla?
Well, considering that they had nearly a 30-goal win 2 weeks ago, Mundalla really have to bounce back and try their hardest to get that win. I don't know if they will. I think Penola will bounce back from their big loss last week. So hopefully we see a closer game and really fought down to the wire, but Penola in this one.
Great work, Sally Bywater. Tell us where the finals are this weekend.
Yeah, so all roads are headed to Naracoorte this week. So great venue there, and lots of teams playing. So let's get along and support your team.
Excellent work. Sally Bywater, our regular correspondent from the KNT Netball world. Enjoy it all on the weekend, Sally. We'll speak to you next time. Thanks for your time here on the Flow Friday Sports Show.
Thank you very much.